Hello, man of word, we truly appreciate that you joined us. We are glad that we can support you in your further development. Today's topic is about 5 lessons that everyone should learn from Mark Zuckerberg. So, let's begin. Welcome to amanofword.com, the most refreshing network in the business world. Why should you pay close attention to this? 1. You will understand why it's important to never be intimidated by the boardroom. 2. There is no excuse for non-commitment. And 3. You will understand that you are only as strong as the team around you. What is Mark Zuckerberg famous for? Mark Zuckerberg is famous for being the co-founder and chief executive officer of Facebook, the world's largest social network website. He founded the service in 2004 while he was at Harvard University with 4 of his fellow students. We've selected 5 Mark Zuckerberg lessons that are relevant and helpful, so let's dive in. Lesson 1, there is no excuse for non-commitment. No matter how long you guys have been friends, there is no excuse for lackluster performance. Remember that in business there are no friends, just business partners. You want to develop your product and show it in the best light possible. If you have someone dragging their feet or bringing the company down, then it is your responsibility to cut them out. Why carry unnecessary baggage? You may have been best friends since the time you were born, but in this business world no one cares about friendships, it's all about your ability to produce. Unfortunately, this is the truth and no one wants to be responsible for dead weight. Lesson 2, don't be fazed by the opinions of those around you. You must understand that with your ability to think differently, people will not, generally, understand the depth and complexity of your ideas. This is especially true when you get involved in creating new products that many haven't even heard of or can't conceptualize. You must realize that people don't see your idea the way you do. You can try to explain it to them as best as you can, but at the end of the day, their perspective is not as clear as yours. On top of all this, many feel that since they have gone through the experience and failed that no one else can do it. They feel that they know the right path to success and those choosing a different path are just weird and obnoxious. Don't let these people get you down. At the end of the day, it's your word versus theirs. This is a true test of your character. Lesson 3, you are only as strong as the team around you. No one can do it on their own. It is nearly impossible to begin a project on such a massive scale and manage it all by yourself. This is why you must build a strong team around you. The best way to do this is by hiring people as smart or smarter than you. Don't be intimidated by working with people who are as smart or smarter than you. It is truly the only way that one can make their product better. You want people around you who can challenge your idea in a thought-provoking manner. This doesn't mean that you want people who are going to shut down your ideas. Rather, people who will help you develop your ideas by finding faults in them. You can find the faults in your ideas and build them that will bring about great success in your endeavors. Lesson 4, be the CEO and make sure everyone around you knows it. While you must listen to those around you to make your idea as foolproof as possible, at the end of the day, the decision is yours. You are the CEO, so you must act like it. People around you need to know that when it's decision time, your word is final. If it weren't, you wouldn't be CEO. Also, it is imperative that as CEO, you are a personification of your company. Therefore, you must act appropriately because everything you do is a representation of what your company stands for. Lesson 5, don't be intimidated by the boardroom. Having a great product is half the battle. No matter how great your product is, to develop it properly you're going to need funding. This is going to require you to come up with creative ways to bring about capital. If your idea is good enough, people will find you. You will inevitably spend much time in boardrooms trying to convince people why they should invest in your company. Many times you will be facing an intimidating VC chair who has the power to change your company with one check. These VCs will try to make you fold as they want the best deal for their money, which is understandable. However, you are there to protect your idea. Know what you have and how to sell it. Everyone in the VC business is a vulture and they all want to get the most for the money they are investing in you. Just because they are older and have more experience than you does not mean you have to succumb to their wishes. Have a firm stance and understand what your idea is worth it. Never under any circumstance sell yourself short. As a bonus for you, we've selected 10 things that you didn't know about Mark Zuckerberg and will help you further to get a little more motivation. 1. Mark Zuckerberg began programming at a young age. When he was 12, he created a messaging program that his father used in his dental office, allowing the receptionist to notify him of new patients without yelling across the office. 2. Zuckerberg took a computer graduate class at the nearby Mercy College while still in high school. 3. His parents even hired a computer tutor to work with the young Zuckerberg, but the tutor admitted that it quickly became difficult to stay ahead of his pupil, referring to him as a prodigy. 4. Mark Zuckerberg attended high school at Phillips Exeter Academy, a private school in New Hampshire. 5. He was approached by several companies with job offers, including AOL and Microsoft, before he even graduated high school, but Zuckerberg turned them all down. 6. Zuckerberg first launched Facebook from his dormitory at Harvard University. 7. He dropped out of Harvard University after his sophomore year to continue working on Facebook. 8. A movie was made about Zuckerberg and the birth of Facebook called The Social Network. 9. Before Facebook, Zuckerberg created Course Match for Harvard students, helping students pick out classes based on which classes their friends were enrolled in. 10. He also created the infamous FaciMash program, which compared pictures of two Harvard students and allowed users to vote on who was more attractive. Harvard administration shut down the program, deeming it inappropriate. What are the best things to remember from this article? 1. You are only as strong as the team around you. 2. Don't be intimidated by the boardroom. And 3. There is no excuse for non-commitment. Because we get to the end of this, we want to know. What is your favorite fact about Mark Zuckerberg? And what is the most valuable lesson that you learned today? Until next time, thank you for watching until the end, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell button to be notified for every new learning opportunity. And always remember, man of word, be aware of the person that you can become.